بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى سيدهم وخاتمهم حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما سيدنا ومولانا الإمام أمير المؤمنين وقائد الغر المحجلين علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله وسلامه عليه and his grandson الإمام المهدي المنتظر عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه وجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. واتل عليهم نبأ ابني آدم بالحق إذ قربا قربانا فتقبل من أحدهما ولم يتقبل من الآخر قال لأقتلنك قال إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. The battle between truth and falsehood is an eternal battle. Started from the first day God created this universe. The first clash took place between Adam and Satan. And the last clash will take place 1 second before the end of this life. The battle is continuing every single day. Every single day there is a confrontation. There is a fight. It would not stop. Even when Adam was sent down to the earth, his 2 children, one of them representing truth and justice, and hate and jealousy. So Qabil murdered Habil. قال لأقتلنك. Premeditated murder, not accident. It wasn't accident, premeditated. He planned for it, to murder his own sibling. There is an inherent conflict between truth on the one hand and falsehood on the other hand. Inherent conflict. Today, even if you are the best person, even if you are the most forgiving, the most merciful, the most peaceful, the most lenient person here on earth, you will have some people who do not like you, who hate you. There are some warmongers who thrive on wars. They thrive, they enjoy, they profit, they make money. When they launch wars, they make money. They profit, they stay in power. Some of them, they escape jail. Some of them, they prolong the war to escape jail and conviction. So you cannot do anything about that. You would never come to a day where there is no conflict on earth, when there is entire peace on earth. That thing does not happen. That thing happens only in the hereafter, in paradise, but not here on earth. It would not happen on earth. Earth is the place of the struggle, is the place of the battle between the good people and the bad people. And at every time, there are some people who are very good, pure, they love mankind, they try to help, they try to build, they try to unify, they try to bring people together, they try to spread peace. On the other hand, there are some evil people. Evil. Their mentality, their heart, their mind is evil. They are arrogant. Can you find a person better than Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, a man of forgiveness? Imam Ali, during this night, the 21st, he was trying to forgive his murderer, Abdurrahman ibn Muljam al-Muradi. He said, Imam Hassan, I'm going to die. You are my son. You are my successor. You have the right to forgive him, to forgive my murderer. You have the right to forgive him. And you have the right to execute the punishment. It's up to you to execute the punishment or to forgive him. Abdurrahman ibn Muljam, when he struck Imam Ali alayhi salam in the mosque of Kufa, Kufa did not have a jail, did not have a prison. Imam Ali did not believe in the prison. He would not jail anyone. So what did they keep him? They kept him in the house of Imam Ali. They kept the murderer in one of the rooms of the house of Imam Ali alayhi salam. When they bring food to Imam Ali during the time of breaking the fast, Maghrib, before he drinks, before he eats, he says, take it to Abdurrahman ibn Muljam. Be kind to him, be merciful to him. He made a mistake. Yes, he struck me, and I'm going to die out of this strike. But be merciful. Bunayya Hassan, oh my son Hassan, I remind you, bihaqqi alayk, with all the right that I have upon you as a father, having rights upon his son, illa ma tayyabtum mat'amahu wa mashrabah. Give him tayyib, give him food which is good, drink which is good. Take care of him. Take care of him. This is Imam Ali alayhi salam. With all the love he carried, even for his enemies, they waged 3 wars against him. Imam Ali did not want to go to a war. Not because he was coward, not because he didn't have strength to fight. Imam Ali was the most courageous. He says, Wallah, لو تآمرت العرب والعجم على قتالي لما وليت مدبرا. Is the entire nation, the Arabs and non-Arabs, they gathered to fight against me, I will not turn away and run away. I would not do that. I will stand my ground. I will face them. I will face them. He was very courageous. But because he was not bloodthirsty, he did not believe in the war. He believed in peace. He believed in peace. But there were some people who didn't like him. Out of jealousy, they didn't like him. No matter what Imam Ali does for them, no matter how kind he is toward them, they would still hate him. They would still hate him. Imam Ali, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifted him with numerous gifts. He was talented. He was talented. Some people didn't like him because of his talent, because he was so close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even during the life of a Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, many people didn't like him. Some of the wives of the Prophet did not like him. Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili says in his book, Sharh Nahj al-Balagha, Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili, he says one of the wives of the Prophet, she was inciting other wives of the Prophet to go and fight Imam Ali in the Battle of the Camel after the death of the Prophet. 25 years after the death of the Prophet. So Salama, a noble wife of the Prophet, she reminded her. She said to her, listen. Do you remember the day Imam Ali was with the Prophet, with our husband, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? They had a private conversation and you were looking at them and you could not tolerate to see Ali sitting next to the Prophet and having a private conversation. And you wanted to go and attack him. I said to you, don't go. Be polite. Respect the Prophet. The Prophet is talking to his first cousin. This is his son-in-law. This is like a son to the Prophet. This is the Prophet's sweetheart. Don't go. Be polite. Stay. You didn't listen to me. You didn't care. You went and you were so rude. And you said to Imam Ali, you are taking the Prophet from me. Today is my right, my turn for the Prophet to be with me, and you are taking him from me. And you know what happened? You came back crying, and I asked you, why are you crying? She said, because the Prophet was so angry at me. He was so angry at me. The Prophet said to me, Irji'i wara'aki, go back, go back. And this is what he said. This is what he said. The hadith, the Prophet said, Wallahi, لا يبغضه أحد إلا هو خارج من الإيمان. None hates Ali ibn Abi Talib except that he has departed from faith. Anyone who hates Ali would lose his faith. This is exactly what the Prophet said to you. And you came and you said this to me. Do you remember? She said, yes, I remember that. She said to him, then why are you waging a war against Ali ibn Abi Talib, if you remember this? Many of these were out of jealousy. But Imam Ali was merciful. Even with his enemies, he was merciful. They waged the 3 wars, and the Prophet gave him the heads up. The Prophet said to him, Ya Ali, I am telling you from now, be prepared. ستقاتل من بعد الناكثين والقاسطين والمارقين. You're going to fight after me. 3 groups are going to rise against you in war. They carry weapon against you. You are a legitimate caliph, and they're going to fight against you. I am telling you. One of them, nakithin, those who broke the covenant. Nakath or nukuth, the one who breaks the covenant. And those are the people of the camel. 2 men, unfortunately, 2 men who were eyeing the Khilafah, Talha ibn Ubaidullah, Az-Zubayr ibn al-Awwam. 2 of the companions of the Prophet. They wanted to be, after Uthman, they wanted to be the caliphs. But people did not give them the vote of trust. They gave it to Imam Ali alayhi salam. After the murder of Uthman ibn Affan, there was a chaos in Medina. For 7 days, Medina did not have a ruler, did not have a Khalifa. And they put a pressure on Imam Ali alayhi salam. They put, sisters who are speaking at the back, why don't you come and use the mic here, please? Sisters, you can give the lecture here instead of me. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. So Imam Ali inherited a broken system. When he became the 4th Khalifa, the economic system, the political system of the Islamic country was broken. Fasad, corruption was rampant in every corner because of the failed policies of the people who were before him. And therefore, some of those mafias who were at the society, they were mafia. They were corrupt because they enjoyed freedom of corruption during the previous administrations. When Imam Ali came to power, he said, if you want to elect me to be your caliph, you have to listen. I have 0 tolerance for corruption, 0 tolerance for theft, 0 tolerance for nepotism and favoritism. If anyone is qualified, he will be a governor. He will take a responsibility. If they are not qualified, even if they are the son of the Prophet, I'm not going to appoint them anywhere if they are corrupt. This is the policy of Imam Ali alayhi salam, against corruption. Against corruption. Therefore, many of those leaders in the mafia, they didn't like him. They didn't like him because they were used to corruption, and now Imam Ali is cleaning all this corruption, throwing it in the ocean. They are unhappy about him. This is why they waged a war. The first war was Ma'rakatul Jamal, the camel, in Basra. 25,000 people died. Even more than that. The second one was Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. Muawiyah was a tyrant, a dictator. Muawiyah who never accepted Islam but by force. By force. He did not accept Islam wholeheartedly. Muawiyah didn't accept Islam. One of the Sunni leaders, great Sunni leaders, in his book, he says, Banu Umayyah, Abu Sufyan and Muawiyah lam yuslimu walakin istaslamu. Lam yuslimu. They did not accept Islam wholeheartedly, but istaslamu. They surrendered. They had no choice but to throw their weapon and surrender and raise their hand. They had no choice. And someone who surrenders is not going to be happy about Islam. He's not going to have ikhlas or dedication or love for Islam. And that was the case with Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. I'll show you a book. important book in the Sunni tradition, Musnad al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. One of the most important sources of hadith in the Sunni tradition by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he's one of the leaders of the four Islamic schools. We have Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi'i, and Hanbali. He died 241, 230 years after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he has written many books, among them this book. This one is about 20 volumes. This is volume 1. This is volume 1. Musnad al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. He says in his book, a hadith, he says the Prophet said to his companions, the hadith is mentioned, as I said, this is volume number 1, page 319. 319. Ahmad ibn Hanbal says, the Prophet said to his community, to his companions, this is the hadith. I'm reading hadith 859. 859. The hadith is here in this book, Musnad al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. He says, if you were to appoint Ali, accept Ali as your leader after me, the Prophet is telling his community, after my death, if you were to accept Imam Ali, وَإِن تُؤَمِّرُوا عَلِيًّا, if you accept him to be the caliph after me, وَلَا أَرَاكُمْ فَاعِلِينَ, and I know you are not going to do that. The Prophet is telling his community, I know you are not going to appoint Imam Ali, because he knew there were some fierce opposition to Imam Ali because of Imam Ali's justice, because of Imam Ali's fairness. Many people didn't like him. Corrupt people did not like him. And the Prophet is telling them, unfortunately, you are not going to do that. You are not going to accept him as my successor. I know God has told him what will happen. God has informed the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about what will happen after his death. So he's telling his community, وَلَا أَرَاكُمْ فَاعِلِينَ, unfortunately, I know you are not going to do that, but if you do, تَجِدُوهُ هَادِيًا مَهْدِيًا, you will find him a rightly guided leader. هَادِيًا مَهْدِيًا, Imam Ali. يَأْخُذُ بِكُمُ الطَّرِيقِ, he would lead you upon the straight path. يَأْخُذُ بِكُمُ الطَّرِيقَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. This is the book of Imam Musnad al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. The Prophet is telling his community before his death. But if you follow him, he's the rightly guided, he will take you upon the right path, not the crooked one. Not the crooked one, the right path. يَأْخُذُ بِكُمُ الطَّرِيقَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. Of course, Muslims do not know about this hadith. Muslims, they just worship without, reading, without investigation, without reading their own books. I wish they read their own books to find the truth, but they don't. They don't. When Imam Ali became the Khalifa, many of those mafia members, they didn't like him because they saw in him the extension of the Prophet's policy, which is based on justice, based on equality, based on respect for human rights. And many of Quraysh leaders at that time, they were bullies, they were thugs. They did not accept equality, they did not accept justice. They wanted to dominate. They loved slavery, they wanted to take slaves. They did not accept equality. Some of the Arabs, they saw themselves superior to other nations, superior to non-Arabs. When Imam Ali became caliph, he said equality is one of the most foundations and pillars of my policy. I never discriminate between Arab or non-Arab. Never ever. They are equal. Many people didn't like this. They didn't like that. They didn't like equality because they believed in racism. They believed in racism. They believed in prejudice. This is why they hated him. And this is why ultimately they murdered him. They murdered him. Not people from China or Japan or India came to Kufa to murder him. Many people in the Muslim community who hated Imam Ali. They hated his policies based on justice. One day he said, مَا تَرَكَ لِيَ الْحَقُّ صَدِيقًا. Following truth, implementing truth, left me with no friends. All people are upset with me. because I'm implementing the truth. That was the case. That was the case. The day he came to power, he said, there is a lot of money being stolen from the treasury, Baytul Mal. It has to come back. During the reign of the third caliph, he opened the gates of treasury to Bani Umayyah. To Bani Umayyah. He said, every penny taken from the treasury has to come back. Has to come back. There is no exception. There is no exception. Now, some people say, why Imam Ali was not pragmatic? He should be a pragmatic politician, leader. He should accept, some level of corruption. He should employ in his government some bad people. It's okay, so he can survive. Imam Ali does not believe in that. Yes, for some politicians, when they want to preserve their seats forever, they become pragmatic. They forget about their principles. They forget about their values. They give concession. They give up their values so they can stay in power forever. And we see this with many politicians. But Imam Ali, he wanted to preserve not his seat. His seat was not important. He wanted to preserve and protect Islam, Islamic values. This is why he did not give concession. He said, I'm not going with bad and corrupt people, with hypocrites. I'm not going to concede. And I'm going to fight till the end. And this is why there were 3 wars. The battle of Jamal, the battle of Siffin, the battle of Nahrawan. In a period of 4 years and 9 months. 4 years and 9 months. Imam Ali paid the price of justice, upholding justice. But God says this is the essence of life. God says if you become a ruler, you have to uphold justice. Do not give up your principles so you can preserve your seat. Even if you are threatened, even if you are killed, it's worth it. It's worth it. God said, I sent this contingency of prophets and messengers and books and scriptures لِيَقُومَ النَّاسُ بِالْقِسْطِ لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلَنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَنزَلْنَا مَعَهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْمِيزَانِ, for one reason, for one final reason, ultimate reason. لِيَقُومَ النَّاسُ بِالْقِسْطِ. People uphold justice. This is the reason why God created this universe. So people uphold justice. And Imam Ali was upholding justice, and this is why he gave his life. He didn't mind to give his life for the sake of justice and truth. And we are his followers. We have to be just. لِيَقُومَ النَّاسُ بِالْقِسْطِ. Tonight Imam Ali is telling his children who are gathered around his deathbed, he's giving his wasiyah, his will. He's telling them, وَكُونَا لِلظَّالِمِ خَصْمًا وَلِلْمَظْلُومِ عَوْنًا. Be antagonistic to the zalim, to the abuser, the wrongdoer, the corrupt, the tyrant, the dictator. Stand against him. Don't be silent. Don't be silent. Don't help the tyrant. Don't help the tyrant. كُونَا لِلظَّالِمِ خَصْمًا. Antagonistic. Stand against the zalim. وَلِلْمَظْلُومِ. To the oppressed, عَوْنًا. Support the mazloom. Stand. Sometimes you can help financially, sometimes physically. Sometimes you cannot with your word, with your mouth, with your statement. If not, at least with your heart. At least with your heart. Say, oh God, I wish I can defend those people. People who have been oppressed. People who have been victims of this crazy war, senseless war. I wish I can help them. You have to say that. At least in your heart, you have to say that. This is the school of Ahlul Bayt. This is the school of Islam. We cannot stand, indifferent and say nothing and do nothing. We have to do. At least if nobody is noticing, God will notice. God will notice. وَقُلْ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَى اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولُهُ وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ. What is the worth, what is the value of this life when tyrants are in control? What is the beauty of this life? There is no beauty. Imam Hussein said, whatever Yazid is doing, the corruption of Yazid, the injustice, the wrongdoing, I wish death for me is sweet now, is sweet. I'm not afraid of death. I wish to die sooner than later. Under such government, such corrupt regime, I cannot live. I have no dignity. God created us with dignity. When the dignity is taken away, life has no worth. Has no worth. This is a lesson we learn from Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. This is a lesson we learn from Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Tonight, in his home in Kufa, the small home of Imam Ali alayhi salam, few hours before his death, he gathered his family members. A father, a patriarch, at the time of death, will gather his family members around him to say his last statement, and they were listening to him. Imam Hassan was there, Imam Hussein was there, Muhammad ibn al-Hanafiya, other children of Imam Hussein, the male, the female, Lady Zainab, Lady Kulthum, other members, the extended family, they gathered to hear the last statement. Usually, we the people, when we are about to leave, what do we say? We say we have such and such money, property, land, investment, this business, that business, we want this to get that, we want. Imam Ali had no money. Imam Ali always, his pocket was empty. Imam Ali would look at Baytul Mal filled with silver and gold, and he says, Ya dunya ghurri ghayri. O dunya, O gold and silver, deceive someone else. You cannot deceive Ali. Imam Ali says, Ala wa inna imamakum qad iktafa min dunyah bitimrayh wa min tu'mihi biqursayh. Imam Ali had only 2 sets of a dress, thawb. 2 sets only, not a third one, and he's the caliph, and the money is at his disposal. Millions of gold coins are at disposal, but he took only 2 barley bread, khubz al-sha'ir. Ala wa inna imamakum, he says to the Muslim community. Qad iktafa, he sufficed from this dunya. He doesn't need. From material, the material of the dunya, he has only 2 sets of a dress and 2 loaves of bread per day. قد اكتفى من دنياكم بطمريه ومن طعمه بقرصيه. ألا وإنكم لا تقدرون على ذلك. He tells his community, I know you cannot manage that. I'm not asking you to be like Ali. But you have to have piety and self-control. Have lots of money. Take what you need and share the rest with others. This is what Ali said to his followers. Share. The beauty of sharing your wealth with others is much greater than consuming that wealth on yourself. Much bigger. So they gathered around him, around his deathbed. The first thing he said, أوصيكم بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. My first wasiyah for you is about piety. Taqwa Allah, fear God, reverence God, remember God in your life. Look up to God, speak with God, communicate with God. Don't forget God in your life. Open your day with God, end your day with God. وَلُزُومِ أَمْرِهِ, follow God's instructions. وَأَنْ لَا تَبْغَيَ الدُّنْيَا, do not run after dunya, do not be obsessed by the dunya. Most of our miseries, most of man's miseries, 99.9% of man's miseries come. People fight with their spouses, with their parents, with their siblings, with their friends. After 40 years, 50 years of friendship, all of a sudden to enjoy. We're going to leave it behind and go. Some people are going to enjoy this money. Believe me. I'm telling you. Your children are going to enjoy your money and they don't even remember you. They don't even remember you with the single Surah Al-Fatiha. They don't remember you. You fight for them. You fight for the money to leave it for your children. They'll enjoy the money in Las Vegas and they don't remember you. So Imam Ali says, وَأَنْ لَا تَبْغَيَ الدُّنْيَا. Do not seek dunya. وَإِن بَغَتْكُمَا. Even if dunya comes to you, take the dunya, give it to others. Don't be obsessed with the dunya. وَلَا تَأْسَيَا عَلَى شَيْءٍ مِّنْهَا زُوِيَ عَنْكُمَا. If you miss an opportunity, don't be sad. Don't be sad. If you miss a material opportunity, material gain and a profit, do not be saddened. Do not be depressed. And then he says, Allah, Allah bis-salat. Take care of your prayers. فَإِنَّهَا عَمُودُ دِينِكُمْ. It's the main foundation of your faith. Allah, Allah bis-siyam. Allah, Allah bil-Quran. لَا يَسْبِقُكُمْ بِالْعَمَلِ بِهِ غَيْرُكُمْ. Respect this book. Read this book. Practice this book in your life. Allah, Allah bil-aytam. If you have orphans in your community, take care of them. Do not neglect them. Don't neglect the poor and the needy. Reach out to the orphans. Reach out to those who are deprived, whether they live in your community or other communities. Be generous. Give. Give to those who are in need. Especially now, there are many people who lost their properties and homes were damaged and their businesses were damaged and their life was damaged. You have to reach out. This is the best amal in the month of Ramadan. This is the best amal, the best deed during the season of Eid, Eid al-Fitr, Eid Nowruz. This is the spirit of Eid. When we share what we have with others, we stand with them in solidarity. These are the instructions of Amir al-Mu'mineen. And then, slowly, slowly, his body started to swollen. He started to sweat. These are the signs of death. And then he turned to Imam Hassan. He said, Imam Hassan, once I die, you take care of my tajheez, prepare my body, wash my body, shroud me, carry my coffin to a place, bury me with your brother Hussein, with the rest of the family members. And then he noticed, Imam Ali, he noticed that there is a headband on his head, headband, isaba. So he asked, who put this headband to stop the bleeding because the strike was on his head? Nobody answered him. He asked the second time, Awladi, man alladhi asabani? Who put this headband? Nobody answered. The third time, Imam Hussein said, Ana ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. Imam Ali cried. He said, Hussein, today you take care of me, you put this headband, but tomorrow who's going to take care of you? In Karbala, when you fall down, nobody is there next to you. At least I have my family next to me, comforting me, taking care of me. But Hussein, when you fall down on the sand dune of Karbala tomorrow on the day of Ashura, nobody is there to take your head in his lap. Imam Ali cried for what will happen more than 20 years after him for his family. And then he said to Zainab alayhi salam, I remind you, Zainab, you have a bigger responsibility. In 20 years from now, Hussein will be alone. I want you to stand with him. Do not leave him, Zainab. Promise me. Promise me to stand with your brother Hussein. He's mazloom. He'll be wronged. But you are his sister. Don't leave him. Don't leave his side. Stay with him. You have to keep the family together. You have to keep the children together, the women together. He gave heads up to his family. And then Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen looked in front of him. He said, Assalamu alaykum ya malaikata Rabbi. He greeted the angels who were coming to receive him. لِمِثْلِ هَذَا فَلْيَعْمَلِ الْعَامِلُونَ. For this day, for this moment, let people be prepared. Let them work for this moment of departure, this important moment in our life. لِمِثْلِ هَذَا فَلْيَعْمَلِ الْعَامِلُونَ. Then he recited the shahadatain. He said, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. And his soul left his body. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Fatadijju amlaku as-sama' limawtihi. اليوم مات الأنبياء جميعا لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Please take the Quran in your hand in preparation for reciting